Hey everyone, glad you found us. We're trying something new here today. We're just wanting to get together fairly often, stay connected. You know, we want you to feel like we're still doing church. So this is kind of our physically distant, socially connected coffee club. Though neither of us are drinking coffee, but
CoffeeTalk, coffee club, whatever you want to call it.
yeah.
We thought it was really important to, as a church, like right from the get-go, I think we need to flip the script on social distance. So we're changing it.
Yeah.
We're starting something new here today. This is physically distant, but we really want to be socially connected. Us with you, but everybody together. This is something new for us as a church, but us as a society. And so the way that we work through this is not just connecting each other on Facebook, but really connecting with each other. And so that's what we're hoping to accomplish here today. We're going to reach out to you guys through this video, and we're gonna try and keep this going and keep something for everybody to kind of be a part of. This is a bit of an announcement video from the very get-go, but this is how we're gonna connect in the next little bit. And so physically distant, socially connected, coffee club. We'll have coffee next time.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
absolutely. So this is in part just for Kevin and I to test the system. We've got equipment ready to go. We want to have video services coming to you Sunday mornings, starting right from this Sunday. So don't show up at our church building, but instead show up on the web. Yeah. And we will worship together, and we will have a teaching from God's word, and we will stay connected through worship and word like we always have. It'll just not be the same way we always have.
Yeah. So in case you haven't heard, there is no church service on Sunday. It's kind of obvious for what we're going through as a society, but in case you didn't, put two and two together, we're not meeting here. So don't show up Sunday. We will try and connect in many different ways as a church. And because Sunday morning was and is really important to us in a lot of our connections, we're going to keep that going. And so like Chris said, we're going to keep doing some worship. We're going to keep doing preaching. Chris is ready to go with that. Even though, and this is another big side issue of everything that's kind of going on, Lyndon is not here. Lyndon's last day was Sunday. And so Tuesday morning, it's us.
Yeah.
And so we're excited for it, and we're ready to move forward as a church, and we're excited to be connected. We know that there's a lot of different places that you can be connected on the web, but really, even as I look out over the sanctuary today, I can see where a lot of you sit, and it's about those personal connections, and we really want to just keep that going throughout this time, and as our world just tries to figure this all out. So we just want to encourage you. We want to encourage you with all of this.
Yeah, and thankfully, a lot of people are putting out a lot of good resources to help those of us who are feeling isolated, feeling trapped at home and getting kind of stuck and stir crazy. And so one of those, just to share along a little thought today, comes from a guy named Leonard Sweet. He posted some questions for us. Daily quarantine questions, he calls them. Question 1 is, what am I grateful for today? Then what am I checking in on, who am I checking in on or connecting with? What expectations of normal am I letting go of? How am I getting outside today? How am I moving my body today? And finally, what beauty am I either creating, cultivating, or inviting in today? And I got to tell you, that third question, the what expectations of normal am I letting go of? Man, that hit my family hard last night. We were sitting around the dinner table, and we were talking about how this spring break is going to be different. And when my kids realized that it's going to mean like no friends, no birthday parties, because Micaiah turns 11 in not even 2 weeks, in a week and a bit. All the kinds of stuff that they're going to lose out on. Pretty quickly, they were starting to call it like the worst spring break ever. And so it was tough, and it was hard for them. There was tears. And now we're trying to think, okay, what is What is this normal going to be like?
Yeah.
Because it's not normal. So,
And and really, like, it's not just us, it's you guys too.
Yeah.
Like, you guys as families, as seniors, as singles, as everybody in our church and everybody in our society that's trying to wrestle through this. This is still really new. So we realize that everybody's going to be working through this a little bit differently. I'm also excited at the possibility that this can be as well too. The way that, like, we have nothing but time,
Yeah.
right? We have we have so many opportunities to connect, to do something new. Yeah, it's going to be within our house.
Yeah.
It's going to be. It's probably going to be a little bit more digital than a lot of people are thinking. We want you to get creative.
Yeah.
We want you to think outside the box. As we already posted in the email and on the website, that this is an opportunity to get into God's Word, to do something new, and to really stretch your faith as well too. Let's commit to Bible reading, to prayer, to doing something new in that way, to fasting and prayer.
Yeah.
You know, maybe some of us need to lose a few pounds, and with a bit of a food shortage, that's not a bad thing. But it's not about that. It's about, God, what are you saying? What are you doing in my life?
Yeah. I really got to say, I like that sixth question too. And I think you're kind of touching on this a little bit, that what am I cultivating? What am I creating? It's, so I put some thoughts on it, you know, because I know that my tendency would be just to sit at home and start consuming.
Yeah.
But I love that we'd encourage ourselves to get creating. So thankfully it's spring, right?
Yeah.
Some of you can get outside in your yard, start on the garden. I'm thinking about some yard projects. The sun is shining, the weather's warming. Be out there. But maybe for you it's like sketching some stuff or writing some stuff. Maybe you've got some poems, you know, you love to do that. Maybe it's time to pull out the Lego or some puzzles, and as a family really get building something that's just working our brains in a way that's a little different, and going to add some beauty at least in the house or the yard, or that's getting some creative energy going so that we can not just have mushy brains at the end of this hibernation time. Yeah. So we encourage you with that.
Yeah. Write a song, do some poetry.
Yep.
There's so many things that we can be doing. And so we're gonna keep trying to connect with you guys.
Absolutely.
On this. I will put a video and stuff at the end of how you can really be connecting with each other as a church, but how you for sure can be connected with our service Sunday morning.
For
so
sure.
that will come out Sunday morning at 10 a.m. It's going to seem a little bit different and a little bit odd, you know, gathering the family around the TV or the laptop or whatever it is that you're going to do that, but connect it to some speakers, listen to it well, put yourself kind of in this space, and even pretend for a second you're sitting next to somebody from our church that you know, or picturing somebody across the aisle.
Yeah.
That's how we stay connected, is compassion and empathy and considering others, even as we're worshiping and listening to the word together on Sunday morning. So we want to look forward to Sunday morning and what God's going to do in your families and through all that, but we're going to still connect in so many ways.
Right.
So.
And we'll be looking for some of you to share some stories. Like, what are you doing in these days? You know, has God been revealing something to you from His Word? So if you've got some testimony to share, we're still brainstorming and thinking about what we can do to help connect each other. And if you've got a testimony in these days, we'd love to hear it. Share it with us, and you know, when appropriate, we'll figure out how to share it with others. And so there's not that distance that not the emotional, spiritual distance, but we just the physical distance. And so, we'll be in touch about all sorts of ideas as they roll out and come along. And thanks for being with us today.
See you around.